Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to unpack the idea of personal selling. We're going to explore why the absolute best sales experience feels less like a pitch and, more like a real partnership. Let's dive right in.
Just think about that for a second. That moment when you're not just being sold something, but you feel like the person across from you is genuinely trying to solve a problem for you, right? That feeling, that is the absolute heart of effective personal selling. It's a powerful connection that goes way, way beyond a simple transaction.
All right, so first up, we're going to move past that old, kind of cringy image of the pushy, fast-talking salesperson. You know the one. We're going to look at selling as what it really is, a strategic process, one that's built on a foundation of understanding and, most importantly, trust. So what's the official definition of personal selling? Well, it's that direct, one-on-one interaction. But I want you to pay close attention to the key ideas here. Uncovering needs and building a relationship. See, the real goal isn't just to make a sale today. It's about creating a customer for life. So where does all of this fit into the bigger marketing picture? Well, personal selling is a huge part of what's called the promotion mix. That's just all the different ways a company communicates with us. And honestly, it's by far the most direct, human-to-human tool in their entire toolkit. Okay, so when is this personal touch absolutely critical? Well, it's really essential for products that are pricey, or maybe super complex, or highly customizable. Take Hilton Grand Vacations, for instance. They use personal selling to explain these really intricate, high-value club memberships. You can't just click Add to Cart for that kind of thing. You really need someone to walk you through it. This whole idea leads us straight to a more modern approach called relationship selling. The goal here is to make a huge shift from just being a vendor to becoming a trusted advisor. The salesperson's job isn't to push a product. It's to collaborate with the client, help them find the absolute best solution, and build a real foundation of trust. So who are these people actually doing the selling? Well, it turns out salesperson is a pretty broad term. Let's peel back the layers and meet the different specialists who make up a modern sales team. It's actually pretty interesting. And you've got to understand this because each one of these roles is totally different. They each play a really distinct part in guiding someone from being just a potential lead to becoming a loyal, long-term customer.
Okay, so at the highest level, you can pretty much split them into two main camps. First, you've got your order takers. These are the folks who handle routine purchases. Think about a cashier at Walmart. Their job is to process an order that you've already decided on. Then you have the order getters. Now, these are the people who are actively out there, hunting for new customers and persuading them to buy. They're problem solvers, generating totally new business. And even within that order-taking world, there's a distinction. You've got an inside order taker. That's someone you call or visit, like a restaurant supplier who takes your weekly food order over the phone. Then there's the outside order taker. They're the ones who actually come to you, like a rep visiting a hair salon to check their stock of shampoos and place a replenishment order right there on the spot. And we can't forget the crucial support team. You have missionary salespeople who often don't even close the deal themselves. Their job is to build goodwill and educate people. A classic example is a pharmaceutical rep who informs doctors about a new medication. Then you have technical specialists. These folks bring incredibly deep product knowledge, often coming from backgrounds in science or engineering, to handle all the complex specs and installations.
All right, now that we know the players, let's take a look at the playbook. This is the structured journey, the roadmap that basically every professional seller follows to guide a potential customer from that first flicker of interest all the way to a final yes. You see, the most successful sales processes, they're not random at all. The best sales pros, they don't just wing it. They have a playbook, a roadmap. And that roadmap can be broken down into 7 distinct logical steps. Let's walk through them.
So it all kicks off with prospecting, which is basically the hunt for potential customers. Next up is the pre-approach. That's where you do your homework on them. From there, you make the approach, that all-important first contact. Then comes the presentation, where you show them the value. After that, you've got to be ready to handle objections, turning their concerns into confidence. Then you move to the close. You ask for the sale. And finally, and this is so important, the follow-up, making sure they're happy and building that long-term relationship. And of course, this whole process isn't managed with a Rolodex anymore. Modern sales teams use some seriously powerful software to get through this journey. Tools like CRM, that's Customer Relationship Management, and SFA, or Salesforce Automation, help them track every single lead and manage every interaction. Now, during that presentation step, a salesperson can use a few different styles. They might use a totally scripted stimulus response format, or they could guide the customer through the classic IDA model. That's attention, interest, desire, and action. But really, the most sophisticated approaches are things like need satisfaction, adaptive, and consultative selling. All of those are focused on deeply understanding and responding to the customer's unique situation. And you want the perfect example of consultative selling? Look no further than the classic movie Miracle on 34th Street. When the Macy's Santa Claus sends a customer to another store to find the perfect toy for her son, he's putting the customer's needs completely first. That one act builds this incredible amount of trust and goodwill, making that customer loyal to Macy's for life. That, right there, is the absolute essence of being a true consultant. And we absolutely cannot blow past that final crucial step, the follow-up. That's where the relationship is truly locked in. See, the sale isn't the end of the journey, it's just the beginning. At the end of the day, keeping a current customer is way more profitable than constantly finding new ones. And a great follow-up is what leads to repeat business and those powerful referrals. So, if you take just one thing away from all this, let it be this. Modern, effective personal selling, it has totally evolved. It's no longer about the hard sell. It's a strategic process that's all about understanding needs, providing real solutions, and building lasting, trusting relationships. And, that leaves us with a pretty fascinating question for the future. In a world of AI chatbots and increasing automation, does that make the genuine, authentic human connection offered by a skilled salesperson not just relevant, but maybe more valuable than it has ever been? Definitely something to think about. Thanks for watching.